day you're born a female or a male. What you finally become is based on the quality of exposure of knowledge. So your identity or what you believe you are is based on how you were trained. So qualify the people who needs to be in your space. They multiply those people because networking is transcendental. Each time you're talking to one person, you're talking to more than 4 people because these people you're talking to have people that can directly influence. So if I get one good person, he has a direct people he can influence, people who will do what they want without even know what the business is, because it's the influence they have that determines who listens to them. Is the mind, the knowledge is what you transfer to people to multiply yourself into multiple people, and then a lot of people are doing the business, you are doing little. That's called leverage. You're not leveraging your knowledge. Because you don't consider knowledge as one of the primary process of getting people to do the business, you don't study it.
I want to learn
new things, more things to understand the business of networking better than what we have been doing.
My heart is open to get as many as I can as to build my team.
Thank you. Today, we are going to drill down to what the basics are. When I write this down, by inspirations, you attract people to come together. One of the first things you want to do is to inspire people to bring them together. Key, I want you to write that word down. And the second thing you do is by leadership. And the third thing is by training, you equip the people to get the work done. I want you to follow how I'm saying it. Inspiration brings them together. Leadership builds a team to follow a dream, follow a vision. And then training equips the people to do the work the business requires. Then the last thing is by management, you put a structure for the team to work seamlessly. So let me quickly show you the nomenclature of this industry. And I'm speaking to you from the standpoint of experience, successful experience. I had a beautiful experience in multi-level marketing. And as a matter of fact, multi-level marketing is not a business. It's a payment system. You want to write it down? It's not a business. It's a payment system. Max could have sold his product by regular structure of on the shelf, true of us. And I can tell you, Max products are world class. I can tell you, Max products are very, very potent. You know why I can say that? That's what I use for over 2 years. For over 2 years. I still use it till tomorrow. I take the 357. It's fantastic. Am I not looking good? Yeah. So tell your neighbor, don't get jealous, get Max. Don't get jealous, get Max. I use it. I called a meeting in my office. I told my close friends about Max. I said, I can't keep this into myself. I've used a lot of supplements, and they weren't as good as Max. And even when I was using Max, I was abusing Max. I was using it sparingly. And until I met this gentleman called Ismail Ahmed. Please put your hands together for Ahmed. Ahmed taught me how to use Max. So sometimes it's not about what you have. It's the knowledge we have about what you have. So Max is so good, it sells itself. It can be put on the shelf and people will go and try it and it works. Okay, so let's look at this. Let's first of all clear some grounds here before we talk about team building. Look at the structure of this industry, okay? This is the company here. This is the 3 pies. This is the company. This is Max, all right? This has some people here, the CEOs, the management team, all right? And these people here have a vision before you came into the equation. They have a philosophy. They have an ideology. They came together and then decided to put their product together and put a system of payment together. So on this side, what you have here is system. Okay, want to draw the line? And then under this system, you have the compensation. Under this system, you have the product and services. That's another pie. You know what it is? What is it? Who can tell me? Well, what is it called? You incorporated. This is where you get it wrong. Most people join companies as independent agent. They don't join the companies as corporations. You didn't join the company because you want to build an organization. So your recruitment process disabled your mentality to see it as a business. Most people were recruited because you're going through some personal issues in your life. So you came as an individual. You came in because you have some bills to pay, true or false. You came in as an intervention out of poverty. Some people came in because some issues are not working. He didn't come into this business, most people, as a visionary who is going to study why this company was created in the first place. What did they see in the market? Why did they decide to use the MLM structure instead of doing the traditional way of business? You didn't study who these people are, why they were there, what visions that they have. You didn't understand the capacity of the compensation plan. You just came in as an individual. Someone just talked to you and talked about your situations and give you an escape out of poverty rather than an introduction into wealth. It's got something already. My sister right here, tell me your name, tell me your rank, and what stood out for you so far.
My name is Catherine. Can I sit?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. My name is Catherine Nia Falabi. I'm a Diamond Rank Associate. I think what really, a lot of things stand out, but I'll just pick one, is the You Incorporated.
You Incorporated.
The mindset you're coming with is very critical. When you were talking, the only thing that came to my mind, I was just saying we came in with subsistence. In Arabic they say subsistence farming and commercial farming. We came in with a mindset of escaping from poverty instead of getting into wealth. So I think that opens my mind a lot. As to what is possible.
Right.
Yeah, that's a wow for me right now.
Wow. Please put your hands together for my sister right there. I created a template, a structure that once you come to my presentation, what you'll be hearing is how do I learn how to build my business? So from the beginning, it's about their business, not about them joining my business. Come on, talk to me. Are you with me? Because if you ask them to join your business, they think they're doing you a favor because they are joining your business. So it's not their business. So you have to remind them. You have to call them. You have to motivate them. And of course, Elon Musk said if you have to be motivated, you shouldn't be an entrepreneur. So you actually misguided them to believing that they are coming to join whose business? Whose business? When they're supposed to what? When they're supposed to come to learn from you how to start their business. So if they are learning how to start their business, they will be grateful you're teaching them a better way. They will be grateful they're learning from you. They will be grateful that you're not charging them money to spend time with them. They will be grateful because you're successful and they know that you're successful already and you are spending time with them to be better. But how come after presentation, sweating, and you're still going to talk to them to convince them? Until knowledge convicts a person, argument will not convince them. Say it again. Until knowledge convicts a person, argument will not convince them. So, and I'm seeing people after presentation, you'll see the one, this fortune is in follow-up. Well, you should be following me up. I don't know how you guys are doing that. Like, I'm the one supposed to be helping you, and I'm the one pursuing you up and down. I pretty much don't know what the value I have. But if you figure out that this person has what you need, who should follow any person up? You should be the one trying to become teachable and coachable, not me trying to tell you should be teachable and coachable. Because mentors don't look for mentees. Mentees look for mentors. But you told them they're going to join your business. So they're already thinking, okay, I'm going to do you a favor. So how you bring people in determines how they run the business. I'm going to write it down. How you bring them in determines how they run the business. So before you start blaming them, how did you bring them in? Did you qualify them? Did you find out what their goals are, what the tasks they can have, and then match them to a task? Well, I'm not telling you what I read. I'm telling you what I did. Any medical doctor here? Raise your hand, medical doctor. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Stand up. Medical doctor. Okay. Microphone, please. Okay. 25 years ago, where were you? What were you 25 years ago?
25 years ago?
25 years ago, what were you?
I was in school.
Okay. So you learned to be a doctor?
Yes.
Could you have learned anything else?
No.
If you have registered in law, you would have learned law.
I would have learned law.
So first of all, your capacity is you're first of all a creative being before you learned medicine. You are not a doctor. You are not a doctor. You learned medicine.
Oh.
Don't put title to your name. It ties you down. When you're not performing doctoral or medical thing, when you're not doing it, please revert back to the creative person that learned medicine.
Absolutely.
Which means you can learn anything you want. You can learn law, you can learn network marketing. But because you say, I am a doctor, it's a permanent seal that your mind cannot be open to learn anything else. Oh, come on, talk to me. Does it make sense? But you learned, 25 years ago, you were a young, bright lady who was open-minded. And then you applied your mind to learn, and after 6 years, you learned it. So don't close the door of learning. I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to say from your heart if it's true. I want you to say, if I learn how. Can you be an engineer?
I can be an engineer.
Say, if I learn how.
If I learn.
Don't say it if you don't believe it. Can you be an engineer?
If I learn.
Can you be an astronaut? Can you be a lawyer? Can you be a billionaire?
The same thing.
You can learn it. You can learn it. You can learn yourself into anything. You can learn yourself out of anything. You can't. Learn how this business works. Learn it. It's so proven to me that you can learn anything because you learned medicine is not a joke. Thank you. Yes, you can. So if the people that are listening to your result prove to them they can learn the business, and then be at the end of the learning is an outcome. What outcome do you want? Learn it, period. Because you presented money, income the first time, and money shuts down people's mind of patience. Once money is the focus, patience disappears. You showed them the glory, you never showed them the process. The discipline that comes from the process sustains the success. No hell can mess with the people united in purpose. No hell. They can withstand any assault from any company, from any type of distractions, because the power that binds them together that is much more than each individual problem. That's not the angle. That's not the way you're doing this business. It has always been about you, not the unification of forces coming together as one and then piercing through the asunder of all the limitations this country has placed on us. That's not what you're doing. That's what you should be doing. Thank you very much. I hope you had a good time with me. I love you.
Mr. Ugochukwu. He has been very fantastic, especially in the area of letting us know that physical disability is not synonymous with inability.
Mr. Ugo, okay? In fact, he's an inspiration. Just see him alone is an inspiration. It's not about who you are or how you look like, but it's about what is in the inside of you.
Mr. Ugochukwu Umeogo.
I think he's really a man of deep wisdom and insight. From the things he shared with us today, a man of practical success.
He's amazing. He's a teacher, he's a mentor, he's a coach.
There's a difference between somebody training from experience and somebody just being a motivational speaker.
Mr. Ugochukwu is a very, very important person. I love the value that he provides and definitely would want to be in his mentorship class.
Mr. Ugochukwu is a fantastic entrepreneur, a fantastic coach. He breaks this thing down in a way that you understand it.
I will describe Mr. Ugochukwu Umeogo as a phenomenal and out-of-the-world personality.
And I must say that his personal journey through the multi-level marketing business has been very inspiring.
Mr. Ugochukwu Umeogo, I've always seen you on YouTube, I've seen you on Instagram, on Facebook. This is the first time I'm actually getting to sit down in a room with you, and it's been an honor.
If you have a chance to take one of Ugo's classes, if you have a chance to do one-on-one mentoring with him, oh my goodness, if you have a chance to be anywhere around this man and you're serious about your profession in network marketing, I would say take that chance. Don't wait. You won't regret it.
To be a great pleasure and a delight to be part of Mr. Ugochukwu Umeogo mentorship class.